Welcome everyone. It's past 3 o'clock Norwegian time at least. So welcome to our BTS webinar. We have decided to have some webinars now because we have so much releases, and these are some of the things that we want to show you. There have been some large changes this summer, so bear with us and we will walk you through them. But before we do that, we have made a little poll. So we want to check what kind of schools are you working at. So you can choose from elementary, secondary, vocational, higher education, and others. So let me launch the poll for you. See, there's quite a lot of people today, so that's interesting. Higher education, vocational, secondary, and a lot of people from others as well, and some from elementary. Okay, thank you. Right. And let me also ask you this. What kind of role within this learning do you have at your school? Are you a teacher? Are you administrator? Or as we put down, you actually have no idea, which is fine as well. Thank you. And the very last one, we can see that we have the majority of you are administrator in the itslearning, which is fine. And then since we are going international, we would like to see what kind of countries we have with us today. Are you from Norway, from Sweden, Finland, Germany? Are you from other countries? Ooh, interesting. We have some from Norway, some from Sweden, some from Finland, some from Germany, but the majority are from other countries. Thank you for sharing that. All right, let's go. So what we will be showing you today is what we've been spending a lot of time during the last year. So we will show you some course menu and the main menu because we've done a lot of changes there. We would like to say a little bit about the messaging system. And of course, we would like to show you how you can get more trainings. We will also talk a little bit about the app. But most importantly, we of course have time for Q&As in the end. So before I start, my name is Beat Katrine Mo. I work within the head office of itslearning, which is based in Bergen, Norway. I work as a pet consultant and I work majorly with the Norwegian market, but I also work across countries. I am a teacher as well, so I'm lucky to have both jobs with me, both the itslearning job and the teacher job. And nice to meet you all online. Right, so this is the main menu. What you can see is that we have done a lot of changes when it comes to accessibility. And what you will see now is a demo school. So there is no real customer site we'll be showing you now. In this site that you will see now, you can see that I'm a teacher. And when you log in, it might look different from what you used to. So what we've done now is that we have done it more refreshed and refined. We have get rid of the purple and got more to white and gray. We have the majority of work connected to accessibility because that's so important and we want to be a part of the accessibility team. The buttons up here are a little bit different and some of you might have all the same buttons, some of you might have different buttons. That means that, for example, the calendar, you might haven't switched on the calendar and don't use the calendar in your itslearning. What you will also see is that there is changes connected to your profile. There's changes connected also within the messaging system, which you can access from the main menu. There is also changes connected to creating course. So let us walk you a little bit through and see. There we go. I have to jump a little bit. So we will soon show you that some of the things that you did before, you can still do in the same, although we have done a lot of changes. You can still drag and drop your courses. You can still change your favorite courses. You can star them, unstar them, and you can do a lot of changes that you already could. Some of the changes that you see now, as I already mentioned, is connected mostly to accessibility. So let us walk you through a little bit about the changes. Once we will show you briefly the calendar, since this is a demo site and we use it now to school start, this will be empty, but it's just to show you a small image of how the calendar can look like. The main menu up there, still a main menu, and underneath it will open another menu. These used to be two different colors, but these are now one colors. Some of you might have groups, some of you might not have groups. And like I mentioned, some of you might have the calendar and some of you might not have the calendar. Your profile has some changes. You can see now my name is, and that I'm a staff, and you can also see that I have the role as a mentor. If you're an admin, this is also where you will find your admin role. You could also easily access your e-portfolio and your students, and your e-portfolio is the same place as it used to be. Once you click on one of these on your right-hand side, then it will go to a next menu for you. And like I mentioned, you can star or unstar your course. You can shift them along, drag and drop as you used to. If you want to create a course, before you had a plus sign on your left-hand side, now you have a create course on your right-hand side. Just go briefly into a course and we will show you some changes. They look very similar, but again, as you will see, the main menu inside the course is the shifted one. So let's go into the geography one. Now we have a menu underneath the main menu, and you will see that you have the grayish color more less than the white. The planner is still there. Nothing major changes to the planner, but once you move into the planner, you will see the headphones, so the student can easily access them. The settings for the course have changed. Here you can see that you can listen to it. The three dots on your right-hand side will give you into the different settings in the different course. Along with the settings, you can easily access the student view if you want to view it as a student. Right, let's move on. So our messaging system is also one of the things that are quite new. And again, accessibility is the majority that we have done changes to. And we have a lot of changes due to the enhancement of the accessibility, but we also, after asking and speaking to teachers and admins, we had a lot of questions, and our UX team, they had a lot of input from different teachers and admins, and they wanted us to do some changes. We have been trying to listen to those different changes, and we also want to do some modernization. We, of course, like I said many times now, we have done accessibility announcements. But one of the questions that we got a lot is, how can we do anything about deletion of messages? Also, some teachers get a lot of messages, and the possibility to make them unread or read and mark them in a conversation is very useful. So this is just a slide showing you how did it look like in the old single version and how does it look like now in the single version. So this is not a group, but as a single version. So you can see that is a nice overview. It's easy to have an overview. It's easy to see what's been written and what's been sent. The deletion support. So what you can do now, if you click on the three buttons, same as in the different settings, and if you find any three buttons inside It's Learning, then click on the three dots or three buttons, because there might be some hidden gems in there, so it's nice to have just a small overview and see what's in there. So you can mark them as delete if you would like, and remember that this is only the teachers and the admin who can delete students' messages in a group or in a course conversation. Teachers or admin can remove users from the group chats. Teachers and admin can also delete course conversation or start a new one. And the setting on this one, in case you were wondering where to find them, you will find them as an admin underneath global settings and features and security. This is the same thing. You can mark a message as unread. You can forward it, click on the three dots and mark it as unread. The message will turn out in a different color. And as soon as you open it, it will actually turn out as a new message and you will see how it looks like when it's been read. We also have a new mobile app. It has not been launched yet, but this is a total new design of our new mobile app. And what we find important with our mobile app, and again, this is after speaking to different customers, students, teachers, admins, and it was important for us to try and meet the needs of both the students and the teachers. We wanted the navigation to be easy and we wanted to give an intuitive design. So you can slide from the different courses as a student and as a teacher, and you can slide for the course card, and once you into a course, you will see the sort of to-do list. And of course, you can have this both in the light mode and in the dark mode. Let us show you the dark mode as teacher. Right, so this is an example of the dark mode, and this is the view for the teacher. With our new mobile app, the educators can easily streamline follow-up tasks in one single click. The course specification will ensure that nothing gets overlooked. And of course, like we said, this is done to meet international standards of accessibility. The app is also built up to be compliant with accessibility standards. Same as with the students, you can slide and get a full overview of the app and all the students, sorry. Okay, so this was a quick run-through webinar. If you want to sign up for our newsletters, you can scan the QR code. If you want to have some more tips from how to get tips and tricks for back to school, you can scan the other QR code. If you have any questions, I'm hanging around and just feel free to ask and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. And should there be anything we can't answer, then just bear with us and we will get back to you.